guys, Jordan with TYT Politics. Behind us is what looks like a few thousand marchers. They started at the Government Accountability Building around the corner there, and they're marching to Lafayette Park, which is near the White House, and they're making a little pit stop at President Trump's new hotel. You know, President Trump, he said, "Oh, I haven't heard any complaints about the Dakota Access Pipeline." So we know you're hard of hearing. So today, I think he's going to hear what's going on.
Donald Trump has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Donald Trump has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Donald Trump has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Donald Trump has got to go!
So you're chanting against the president. He said a few weeks ago that I haven't heard any complaints about the Dakota Access Pipeline. What are you trying to say to him today?
Pay attention, because we are. We're not going away. You've tried to kill us, you've tried to exterminate us, you've tried to assimilate us, and we're still here. We're not leaving, we're not going anywhere. This right here should be an eye-opener for him to understand. This is just a few. This is just some of us that represent our territories that we come from. But when we go back home from here, best believe we're going to make sure we open everybody's eyes, because this man has no idea how the hell to run a country.
Do you think he values indigenous rights? Do you think he knows anything about your history?
I think he's so culturally ignorant, and I mean, just because he hasn't said anything about us. And then right away he got the pipelines going through again, right away. So that spoke, volumes of what he thinks about our cause, Like, what are you going to do when your children come to you, your grandchildren come to you and say, "Why didn't you do something? You knew they were polluting our water. Why didn't you do something?" We're here doing something today. So that's why a lot of us are here, for our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. Has very little to do with us. It's for our future generations.
And it seems like the way he talks, when he signs these little executive orders, like he's signing an autograph, he's like, it's not fair to business, all of his red tape. He's very concerned about being fair to business. I don't hear much about being fair to, people, the land. And I also hear just straight up lies.
Yeah.
This is going to create 35,000 jobs and all this, which, I mean, the studies, the reports are out. It doesn't create that. So do you think his priorities are messed up?
They're completely messed up. Completely. He's so disconnected with the earth, because the earth is our source of life. It's not a resource.
Do you think the president should be thinking about the children and your future?
Yes.
Do you have a message for President Trump?
Yes.
What is it?
You suck, Trump.
The company has said oil could be flowing as early as next week. So obviously, in that retrospect, not a good thing. But people are out here not only to protest and demonstrate against the Dakota Access Pipeline, but to scream and holler for their treaty rights and their human rights, which has been disregarded for 500 years in this country. And a lot of people, including me, have been awoken to in this whole process. Trump said he has never heard a complaint about the Dakota Access Pipeline. What do you think about today?
Well, that's because Donald Trump doesn't listen. I mean, he has in his own head what it is that he wants to do, and it's not in keeping with the better future our children need, and that the urgency of the climate challenge demands. Look, I think there's a lot we have to learn from our Native American brothers and sisters, and as sad as it is to see brute force and brute political will hammer through that pipeline, the truth is that there are people all across the country who are noticing. There are people who are going to rise up, and young people are going to change this world, and they're going to do it probably more in reaction to Donald Trump than perhaps they ever did by inspiration of President Obama.
We stand with Steve